So it's Tina B on the rooftop here with my dear, dear friend, Marcy Seibel. We've known each other for a long time at UNI Writing Center. And she's here today to talk about history, about the importance of story, of place, and of people. So share just a little bit, Marcy, of why history is important to you.
Hi, everybody. I love history, and I especially love Iowa history, and I love local history that, is from my hometown, but I love hearing the stories from other people's hometowns and where they grew up and so on. And it means a lot to me because it forces us to take a moment and look back at the things that people have left behind, those who have come before us, and it tells their story about life in a different place and a different time, and gives us perspective on the things that we don't really know about today, or maybe that we would never learn from a book, the way we can learn from finding an actual item or an artifact that was in their hands, that they lived with every day.
Right, and so last night we got to explore the attic, and you really have a passion for history and reminded me how lucky I am to witness such stories being revealed, and you selected an interesting piece from the attic. So share with us why this is interesting.
Oh, Tina, you made me the happiest person last night. You cannot even understand what a dream it was to get a chance to go through your attic in this beautiful old house in the middle of the country, and in a house that's been around and alive for generations of the same family. And there's so many unique pieces up there. It was really hard to try to pick one to bring up on the roof today to talk to you about. And even this morning I was making a list of all the things that I had seen, and so I couldn't decide. So we kind of just grabbed one at the last minute before we walked up here on the roof, and I want to show that to you and the people who are watching today. This is a lunchbox. It's great. It's an old metal tin lunchbox. It's got a great leather style strap right here. It's got little buckles that keep it closed. And when you open it, you see this awesome, can you see it? You see this awesome thermos. And in the thermos, this comes off. It comes out of here. It's just such a neat, compact little traveling tool. But it's got this, and this comes off. I tightened it too tight. It comes off, so you can totally see how someone would pour a drink in there and just sip from it during the day. And we don't know, whose is this? We're not sure, but it bespeaks of a time when this was their lunchbox. Did they take it to school? Did they take it to work in the field? Did they take it to work somewhere else in town? Who knows? But as we were just sitting here, kind of getting ready for this recording, I was looking around on it and noticed something that I hadn't seen last night, and it just made me giddy again, because anything I can see that has a human connection really popped through. And so I'm going to try to read it for you. It's etched in very fine, like someone took a pin or something very narrow and just scratched it into the paint of this. And it says, "If this bucket away should roam, give it a kick and send it home." And then it has the person's name, and below it, it says Hastings, Iowa. And next to that, there is a little airplane drawn, and it kind of looks like a kid's script. It's very neat handwriting, but it definitely has the image of a younger person. It's got an airplane sketched right there. It has the person's name again, etched in big letters right here. So it makes me really think of a little boy as he would scratch his name in to say, "This is my box, this is my lunchbox." And on the other side here, he's got his initials scratched into the bottom half, and another side view of an airplane. So
Right.
I see this as a little boy's lunchbox, or maybe a teenage boy who took this to school, who scratched his name in it so he could say, "This was mine." And I can just see him carrying it and walking to school, or whatever it was that he had. But more importantly, he's branded it as his, and his personality comes through in that little rhyme and in that picture of an airplane.
Right, so history is important. Enjoy, embrace history, and share stories. Another rooftop chat with Tina B. Thanks, Marcy.
Thank you.